Happy Sabbath, everyone. I have a question for you. It's the same question that the prophet Malachi asked the children of God back in Malachi 3, verse 8. Will you rob God? Oh, that sounds ridiculous. It did then too, because the people asked, how have we robbed you? And God responded, you've robbed me in tithes and offering. Before we get into this whole discussion on money, I want you to note something, that God was speaking to them about turning away from him. That's right. Let's look at Malachi chapter 3, and I think we can begin that discussion by looking at verse 7. The Bible says, yet from the days of your fathers, and this is God speaking to the people, you have gone away from my ordinances and have not kept them. Return to me, and I will return to you, says God. But you said, in what way shall we return? And God's answer to the question of in what way shall we return began with this question, Malachi 3 verse 8. Will a man rob God? Yet you have robbed me. But you say, how have we robbed you? In tithes and offerings. So it seems to me that God is saying one way of returning to me is becoming faithful in your tithes and offering. God asked this question when he told the children of Israel, as he's telling us to return to him. The consequences for being disobedient in this request are also laid out right there. So I don't have to guess and we don't have to think. God says it. He says that you are cursed with a curse, for you have robbed me, even this whole nation. And then he tells them, bring the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be food. And what I love about this conversation with God is that he reinforces his part of the bargain. He says, I will open the windows of heaven and pour you out such blessing that there will not be room enough to receive it. It is not a one-way street. When we rob God, we rob ourselves. The second part of this conversation we pick up in verse 13 of the same Malachi chapter 3, where God then goes to the other thing that he's used to know that the people have turned away from him, and that is their words about him. He says, your words have been harsh against me, yet you say, what have we spoken against you? You have said, it's useless to serve God. What profit is it that we kept his ordinance and that we've walked as mourners before the Lord of hosts? Do you ever look around on some people whose lives are evil and you find yourselves wondering, how do they prosper seemingly? And just as David says in Psalm 77, he almost lost his way when he saw how the wicked prosper. But God is saying to take that approach is to wander away from him. Do you see the connection between how you think about God and your giving? The people had gotten to a place where they felt that it didn't make sense to worship God anymore. And because they no longer saw him as their ultimate source for everything, their giving followed. Our giving is a reflection of our hearts. And that is why when the widow gave her mite, Jesus sat there and he watched everybody came in and put in their tons of money, showing up, making sure everybody know how much they were giving. And he only commented on one person, the widow, who gave all that she had. Why? Because she gave from a heart of trust. The treasure that God really seeks from us is a heart of trust, because everything else follows when our hearts are in line with God. So here's my question to you to wrap this up. Where is your treasure? Will you hand over to God all that is rightfully His so He can pour out the blessings on you? And very importantly, will you ask God to give you a heart that's so in love with Him that returning your tithes is like, yeah, having a party, feeling good? Because when you rob God of the joy of your giving, you rob yourselves of the blessing of the giving. I have something special for you. There's a song that's following right now. It's called From My Heart. And the song was written by me, and I want you to reflect on the words of the song. If you're struggling with your giving, you know how it is. Have you heard somebody say, when I pay my bills, I have nothing left from which to give? But the problem is, God never asked you for what was left. He never asked you for a bit of the leftover. He asked you to return to Him first so that He can bless you. May the words of this song bless your heart and strengthen you to show who you are by giving unto God joyfully, giving from a heart that loves God more than anything else. And do remember, part of your giving is sharing the words of God. So please remember to share this video with others and have a blessed Sabbath, everyone. Remember to stay for the song. God bless.
Not from my gold, not from my silver, not from the wealth that fades away. I give you love, pure as a river, flowing from the depths where my soul stays. Not the shine of things that rust, but the treasure of my trust. From the heart, from the soul, not the riches, not the gold. What I give is yours to hold. From the heart, Lord, from the no diamond spark, no velvet wrapping, no polished crown, no earthly throne. Just a prayer, my hands are clapping, and a song that's yours alone. Not the gift that fades with time,